I just do me, but they sound too much. Chosen one, I don't ever get too fucked. And my mama said I'm special. If I don't trust you, shoot your metro. Future looking bright, nigga, got that glow. Professor X, nigga, all the gifts I show. My life like a movie shot off the hit show. Me and blessed hands make a bitch get low. James Willis, DJ CEO. Dave hit record, now we on beast mode. Let's go.
Welcome back to the Hit Show Podcast. We live. It's an open discussion tonight. So what we doing tonight, anybody can join the live. Y'all can hit the button, the link I'm putting in the description below right now. Y'all can join us. I just hit it. That's the StreamYard link. All you got to do is follow the instructions right here. And we're going to start off with the Fat Joe T.I. thing. Go ahead and lead us off, Johnson.
All right, so this week, Fat Joe and T.I. was on Fat Joe's podcast talking about, you know, when he got hit with those charges for those guns. And so he was just trying to basically explain to the fact, which everything he said was not factual. Everything I'm about to tell y'all is public knowledge. You can go look it up for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it, but everything I'm about to tell y'all is public knowledge. Basically, T.I. he tried to just back himself out of the situation. So I'm not gonna say I'm a T.I. hater, but I hate T.I. Like, he's a bitch ass nigga. He's always been one, and it's about time that his whole thing got exposed. So this is one of the things. It's three things about T.I. that everybody should look into. Number one is that he just publicly went out on I don't know if it was on Charlamagne's show or on somebody's show earlier this week, where he was talking about how he snitched on his dead cousin. Did y'all hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. I heard
that a long time ago, but I ain't never heard him admit that.
Yeah, he admitted it.
Yeah, he admitted it.
It was a theory. Yeah, it was a theory. It was a theory at one point in time, but he actually came out and said it, that he snitched on his dead cousin to beat a case. I don't give a shit if your cousin dead or alive. At the end of the day, nigga, right. You snitch. So this is the other thing with the whole gun thing. So this is, like I said, this is public knowledge. Anybody can go look this up. This is nothing that is fictitious. So T.I. and Alpha Mega. This was T.I.'s and Alpha Mega's situation when he went to jail for those guns. T.I. sent Alpha Mega, gave Alpha Mega $12,000 to go buy these guns. I actually personally was in Atlanta that day when it happened. I actually saw T.I. He actually was at the barbershop that I was at getting my haircut. And everybody said that he was looking weird. Like, he just came in and he just stood by the window. He didn't move. He just stood by the window. So right after that, like about 30 minutes later, he got caught in Atlanta with those guns and stuff. So he knew something was going to happen. So the part of the thing with his case was that he likes to say he's a 6-time felon. The paperwork that is on the internet is that he's a 2-time felon. Regardless of the case, you have to look at this. Weapons under disability is an automatic 7 years, period. Flat out, point blank, it's 7 years. He got caught with 7 semi-automatic weapons that were in the bag that the ATF gave to Alpha Mega to give to T.I., plus the fact he got caught with another 7 or 8 guns that were in the back of his car that were also registered to Alpha Mega. The nigga went to jail. His plea deal, public knowledge, anybody can go look this up. His plea deal was an experimental plea deal that had never been done before. His lawyer went in and made sure that he got this plea deal. So in order for you to get a plea deal like that, you got to snitch on somebody. You're not just going to walk away with that. He had to snitch on somebody. The other thing is, y'all know he was doing them Crime Stopper commercials.
Yeah, I remember that.
And if you really look into his life, he's not no hood nigga. He was raised by his grandmother and his grandfather, who were a doctor and a lawyer. So the choices that he made were the choices that he made on his own. But you have to look into the fact that when Shorty Lowe was alive and Shorty Low was making all them videos in Atlanta talk about this nigga ain't from here, he can't come here. That's facts. So in my eyes, T.I. is a big bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you look at when he got into it with Floyd Mayweather at McDonald's, and they was both talking shit to each other, and he backed down from that shit. He ain't no solid nigga to me though. You feel me?
I don't know about that one.
He's not.
He
Bro,
pretty
I
strong.
thought T.I. swung on Floyd at the club.
He did not swing on nobody.
That I mean, why would
Hey,
he?
listen. Why would he swing on Floyd Mayweather when back in 2001 he got beat up by Little Flip and kicked out the projects and he went down there to go fight him at?
I know how niggas think. Like niggas is bold in the club because they know it's gonna get broke up quick.
He ain't that bold. This is the
I'm
thing.
saying
Like
he might have threw a punch because he knew he wasn't really gonna fight that nigga in the club because security swooping in, everybody swooping in to stop him.
Man, this nigga's a pussy. Like, that's just what it is. Like, he said it. Like, bro, you snitched on your dead cousin to beat a case. Nigga,
So,
you admitted that shit.
A lot of people did that.
What was the charges that his
he
cousin?
was facing like 30 years or something like that.
And what was the case that he's helped solve on his dead cousin?
He said that. He talked about it. I don't remember, but I don't know if it was murders, but he ain't do that shit. He's a timid little ass nigga, man. He ain't do that shit.
If that nigga really did something, I think it was guns. Had something to do with guns.
The guns one was with
the guns he was supposed to. He only got a year for. He was supposed to get 10 years because he was already a convicted felon. So that was supposed to be like 10 years mandatory, but he got a year because he did that Crime Stopper commercial.
But in retrospect,
people was making fun of him. Fuck them people. Hey, T.I., I'd have did the same thing. Fuck these people. Talking about either you take 10 years or you
doing no accidental crime together. I ain't even speeding with your ass in the car, nigga, because you automatically just said you about to do them crime stopper commercials and go quit.
If I get caught with some shit by myself and they say either do 10 years or do a commercial with a year, common sense. Most of us, we gonna do that damn commercial. And he didn't snitch on nobody.
Wasn't the commercial.
He just said if you see something, call this number. That's all he said.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. You can't sit up there and talk about you a dope boy from the hood, and you up here doing Crime Stopper commercials, nigga. Fuck you, nigga.
Hey,
no. And that was before that the gun charges and shit even happened. That was before that. And this is the other thing you got to consider. Like, you talk about this nigga. Okay, let's just say that this nigga might be a killer. But your nigga got killed down there, got killed in Cincinnati. You was there when he got killed in Cincinnati. You had guns on the bus, but you ain't do shit. You stood right there at the bus and waited for the police to come. You was police cooperating again. Everything says, nigga, you are a snitch.
Ain't that the time when his cousin got killed?
That wasn't his cousin. That was his best friend.
Okay, so his best friend got killed.
Yeah, his best friend got killed in Cincinnati at his concert. All that security, nigga, and you stood at the bus like a little bitch. Nigga, my best friend's not about to get killed in front of me, and I got guns and bodyguards, nigga. We going to jail.
Wait, is this before he was trying to buy all the guns or after?
This was before. This was like back in 2004.
So maybe he didn't have all them guns and shit.
No, he did. He said he had guns on the bus. He's the one that said he had guns on the bus.
He was probably just talking that shit, and then he was really trying to get some guns. Fast forward in the future with Omega or whatever, and that's when he got caught up.
I don't think so. I don't think that's what he had to do in Cincinnati because Cincinnati was just a concert. But they had wound up getting into with some niggas in Cincinnati, and his best friend wound up getting popped. That's what happened in Cincinnati. But that was in 2004. He didn't get caught with them guns in 2008.
Because my whole thing is, like, I feel the rappers, and especially the street rappers, if you talking that shit and, like, that's where you come from, you do got to move accordingly and move a certain way. So I see why you would want to have the guns and all that shit, but niggas just got to be smarter. And it's just crazy that he admitted to that shit, because I remember when it was all coming out and they were saying he was snitching and that's how he beat the case. To me, it was obvious, nigga. Like, that was a Fed case and you beat that shit. So it had to be something going on, but to telling your dead cousins is crazy.
Regardless of the situation, bro, I'm not snitching on my dead cousin, bro.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got a experimental plea deal that had never been done before. Like if you go online and you look up the if you go online and you look up plea deals, you will not see his plea deal on there. So it's 5 types of plea deals. None of them are his. And there's an interview that he did with his lawyer where his lawyer talked about it. His lawyer said, I am not going to let you walk out of this courtroom knowing who you are without getting a special plea deal. And it's called something because his lawyer said it. But if you look it up online, it was called an experimental plea deal. And they talked about it online. You can Google it. You can look it up and ask. You have to tell Google what did Tip Harris, what was his plea deal? It's going to say experimental plea deal. And now that he's coming out willingly saying, like, nigga, I'm a snitch. I snitched on my cousin. Nigga, you did Alpha Mega so dirty. You got 1 year. He got 3. He canceled him from his label. Didn't pay that nigga while he was in jail. And he was doing your bitch ass a favor. And you snitched on your dead cousin. And you ain't do shit when your best friend got killed at the fucking show. That all shows bitch, snitch, snitch, snitch. Fuck that nigga.
And to that, you are activists in the community. Do you believe in snitching?
Don't try to do me. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I feel if you do the crime, you should be able to do the time. I do not believe in snitching. My son is in prison right now because he did not snitch, and I don't believe in that. I raised my kids not to be snitches. If you do the crime, you got to be looking forward to the time. I don't believe in that, and my kids know the same thing. I just don't know. Gotcha. Absolutely not.
There's a difference between snitching and
I feel
you know what I'm saying, telling the truth. You cannot snitch to get yourself out of trouble, especially being a head nigga. And you sent this man to do that. Like, you fucked this whole man's livelihood up, nigga. That's like me. That's like James. Just to give you a perspective, me and you go to the motherfucking club, and you pop a nigga.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you pop a nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm there. You ain't even had to tell these motherfuckers my name, but you told these motherfuckers that I was with you.
Now that's snitching. That's snitching.
So how is it any different when Alpha Mega goes and gets the guns, brings them to you, y'all get caught with the fucking guns, and then you snitch on this nigga? Not only do you snitch on him while you in jail, you drop him from his album. You don't give this nigga no royalties. You do a year and a day, he do 3. Come on, man. If you can't see this nigga's a dirty little bitch nigga.
What was Fat Joe's reaction after T.I. was
Hey, listen, they said, I only seen a snip of it, but from the comments they said Fat Joe went all the way in on his ass. Because you know Joe don't do snitches. I fuck, man. Yeah,
that's why I wanted to know what his reaction was going to be.
Yeah, Fat Joe. I mean, when you listen to him tell the story, it sounds fictitious, bro. I was in Atlanta that day. I saw him that day. He came to the barbershop that day. He was at the barbershop that day, 20 or 30 minutes before he got caught. He won. If all that shit he was talking was bullshit. It wasn't no talking about, you know, he called me, I ain't say I wanted them. Nigga, you did want them, nigga, because you a hoe ass nigga, and everybody in Atlanta know that shit. But the problem is niggas want to pump other niggas up like they that nigga. Nigga, you ain't never pop shit, nigga. You not no real nigga, bro. You a snitch, nigga. It is what it is. You said it. And then he talked about it like you kept sending these niggas to go get guns and shit. Like, bro, you guilty as a motherfucker, bro. Just do the time. But you don't get a year. You don't get a year and a day. On a mandatory sentence, your mandatory sentence would have been 7 years per gun. So however many guns that you had in there, you should have got 7 years for each one of them guns. He said Alpha Mega brought him this one gun with a silencer on there. A silencer is 10 years. You were supposed to do 17 off that one gun.
I thought the security had brought him those.
No,
guns.
Alpha Mega. That's the lie that he's telling. It was Alpha Mega.
Because I heard Alpha Mega a while back on the jail call. It was like on YouTube. Somebody recorded it. But he was talking about how T.I. snitched and nobody believed him. Y'all remember that? That was like what? How long? That was
I remember that.
Remember? Yeah. And he was on there explaining to somebody how T.I. snitched and nobody believed him.
But that's the same way. That's the same way like niggas don't believe that Jeezy a snitch. Jeezy a snitch ass snake ass nigga too.
Hey, I don't know how he didn't get tied up in the RICO. I don't understand that one.
Because Jeezy ain't no dope boy, nigga. And anybody in Columbus can attest to that shit. Because Jeezy used to bring drugs from Atlanta to Columbus. He's not no dope boy. He used to bring drugs up here to Papa Joe. That's in his book. He's not no dope boy. He never was a dope boy.
Oh,
that's why if you
get off.
If you ever listen to the BMF file, if you ever listen to the real BMF files with Big Meech talking, he talk about it on there. He said who? John Jeezy? That nigga ain't nobody. He say this shit on there. Jeezy ain't no fucking body, man. That nigga soft as shit. Like it's a limited amount of real niggas in Atlanta. But these two niggas, no. He got BMF tattooed. He got BMF tattooed on his neck, and they was trying to tell that nigga to take it off before Big Meech went to jail. Y'all ain't noticed that he got BMF right here on his neck?
Big Meech wasn't messing with him for a while either, though, because they felt like Jeezy turned. But this the thing. If we get RICO and they didn't get Jeezy, why everybody mad at Jeezy? Because he didn't want to get his conspiracy. Because they could have RICO'd all of them.
You can't get RICO'd if you ain't never did shit.
Good point, James.
No, because in the RICO, they'll get everybody.
That's a good segue.
They have to be able to prove.
Listen.
They have to be able to prove that you had. These niggas is out here getting hit with RICOs because they did this shit, and they can prove that they did this shit. This nigga Jeezy ain't never did shit, so they can't prove that he was even there or in the vicinity. Yeah, he just knew them niggas. He wasn't never doing no shit.
It's just affiliation. But look, so Gunna got released from jail today, and we know YSL, they got their RICO charges. And this is the same situation. It's almost seeming like Gunna, previously they were saying he was affiliated and he got conspiracy and I want to say racketeering maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So now that this nigga is getting released, they said he got time served for a year.
Right.
Do that sound reasonable to y'all? Like,
because
no,
I definitely don't think none of them niggas are snitching. Because the owner of YSL came out and was talking to them. He was talking to the media and he was advocating to the media about them. It wasn't they are getting hit on the lyrics, and they're not the main conspirator in the case. They can't really prove shit on them, and that's what the lawyer and everybody else was saying. They have zero evidence. They only have evidence on one person. What they were trying to do was loop everybody into this one whole bucket and try and put all of them in jail, trying to make an example out of them. But they couldn't do it because they had no evidence. That's why they had to go ahead and release him. That's why, if you notice, his every time he kept coming back on that bond, they kept trying to get him released off that bond. They're not trying to get nobody else released. They got them released. They had no evidence.
Well, this the thing, though. The reason why they don't have evidence on Gunna is because Gunna ain't do shit no way. And I've said that from the beginning.
None of them did anything for real.
Bullshit.
Except for
Young Thug did a lot
Gunna
of
was
shit.
just rapping.
Yeah, and that's why Young Thug's not getting out, though.
I ain't snitching on that nigga, man. but they was just rapping stuff that similar situations that happen. And of course, if you affiliated, nigga, and you talking about Slime and YSL, you obviously with the gang. So, but that's not a strong enough charge to stick, I believe, just because a nigga affiliated. If he ain't actively putting in work, it's like it's just an organization. It's
Yeah,
a brand at that point.
they wanted to try and say probable cause, but there was no probable cause because they had no evidence at all that Gunna or any of them or the YSL group at all had anything to do with it except for Young Thug. Now, Young Thug is just dumb. He just out here doing stupid shit. He ain't got no guidance and he really don't listen to anybody. Everybody say that. So he gonna have to deal with what he gonna have to deal with. It's just unfortunate that these other young men that were with him got took down because of the bullshit that he was doing.
Yeah.
And that's something that Atlanta is gonna have to eat. But it's also a lesson to these dumbass rappers out here. Stop talking about shit y'all niggas ain't doing.
But see, this the thing is trendy because now we got drill music. Before we had trap, and now, well, you gotta understand, rap has always been fantasy, right? So this the thing.
No,
A
you
lot of
cannot say
rappers,
that. You
a
can't
lot
say
of
that.
rappers
Rock,
live the life, and then you got rappers that talk about the stuff they sing. Look at Too Short. Too Short ain't no real pimp. He said it. He just talking about the pimps around him in Oakland that he was raised around. He wasn't never no pimp. Too
That
Short
nigga
been
do.
talking about pimping bitches for over 30 something years. Ain't never pimped a bitch in his life. He's a character. There's no different. But see, the problem is when people do that nowadays, people believe them because of social media. And a lot of rappers, what they do, they don't do shit until they get famous, right? And then so they can have that name and that clout, they'll start doing ignorant shit. The shit they've been talking about, they'll start doing it to get clout because it looks cool. But then
But
you
it's
got people that's really did that stuff and been locked up that's really lived that life. But rap has always have artists to lie. Most artists do lie. Hell, half of the songs the artists don't even write themselves, so they talking about somebody else's story anyway. Most of the shit they talking about, they lying anyway.
Yeah, but you got to also think about the dynamics of it. So what has changed is that the hood is actually really active in the rap community. Half of these little young niggas that's coming from Chicago and shit like that, they active. Like Chicago is an active city. So that's why I'm saying you can't really say that because nowadays these rappers really are going out here plugging niggas, getting plugged. Look at the recent events. You got all these young men that got killed this year that was rappers.
Yeah.
They you know what I'm saying? It's a different day, it's a different age nowadays. So you have to really look at the dynamics that the dynamics actually have changed. Like these rappers really may not really just be going out here talking bullshit. Like some of these rappers really out here doing some real shit. But you also got to look at the dynamics of the bitch niggas. Like T.I. is a bitch nigga. Jeezy is a bitch nigga. That's just facts. We can look it up. We can look at the paperwork and say, oh, nigga, well, you did this, and the third. Like, nigga, I can never listen to Jeezy, bro, because you said Gucci up, bro. That's an automatic violation right there, nigga. You try to have a nigga killed because he was selling more records than you.
Yeah, because they had no real beef. And that's the thing. People get jealous. You know, we've had rappers get jealous before, but that's the first time I seen a rapper get jealous of another rapper just off of music, and then he became a hitman.
What you
When
mean
you
that was the
see
first time?
somebody
No,
go
no, no.
do something,
You don't remember NWA? Them niggas was beefing with Cube over nothing.
yeah, but that was just music. That wasn't real beef. They were just not getting along. They weren't really beefing.
No, they wasn't
What
over
I'm saying
nothing.
is
They
it's
was
not the
beefing over
first.
some money. They was beefing over some
Yeah,
money. That's
it
something.
was big money.
Shit.
It was big money. And then you got to look at it like this: like you talking about a dynamics of where real shit came from. Like Chicago and Los Angeles are the two biggest not drugs, the two biggest gang cities
Gang.
in the country. They are the gang capitals of the country. Chicago had the original gang. LA has the two biggest gangs in the country. So that's what you're talking about at this point. So at the end, you talking about Atlanta that's slow as fuck. Atlanta ain't got no gangs. Ain't no niggas down there, no real bloods and no real crips. Y'all some country ass niggas that's claiming a fucking gang. Y'all doing shit that we was doing back in the early 90s. Y'all niggas ain't have that struggle that we had from the Midwest on over to LA. Y'all didn't have that struggle. Y'all was some country southern respectable niggas back then. It wasn't until the city came down there and they started cityfying y'all eyes and showing y'all niggas something. But y'all wasn't no gangbangers for real like that. So y'all don't have that legacy like it does in the Midwest and on the West Coast and on the East Coast. They don't have that legacy. So they got to take that out. So when you don't have that legacy, you don't got no real OGs, you ain't got no niggas to really teach you how to do no real shit. You come down there and you get bitch ass niggas like Jeezy and Gucci. Well, no, I'm not gonna say Gucci. Jeezy and T.I. T.I. is a bitch ass nigga. That's just a fact. We can look at the paperwork, we can look at the print, we can see everything this nigga did. He's a bitch ass nigga. Same thing with Jeezy. We could do the same thing with Jeezy. Ain't no different. You not no dope boy. You ain't come from no struggle. You ain't no hustling ass nigga because the paperwork says different. Where you from says different. You getting tattoos on your neck from niggas that you just hung around that you was never part of. You was never part of BMX. That was not your clique. And Big Meech say that shit on. You can look it up on YouTube. He say it. He's like, who? John Jeezy? That nigga. We ain't even fuck with that nigga. We don't fuck with that nigga. He said that shit. But then you
But
got
I
this
seen
nigga
an
talking about Big
interview.
Meech.
I just seen an interview with Jeezy when he said that he was just cool with them.
That's the same
He was
thing with
cool.
Snoop.
He was cool. He was cool with I believe it was Big Meech's friend or cousin or something like that.
But
He
but
said
this is
that.
what I'm saying. At the end of the day, this nigga still got a big ass BMF tattoo on the side of his motherfucking neck. You could just go to jail for that. Like if that nigga went to jail right now, they would try and put him in with BMF because he got that tattoo on his neck. Like nigga, you was never no dope boy like that, bro. They don't even acknowledge you.
You think Jeezy did a little street shit and
No,
just became a
listen,
rapper? Because
this is the
Atlanta
thing.
is Hollywood. It's new
This
Hollywood.
this is the thing, James. If you sold an ounce of, if you sold a dime of weed to me, and I tell Antoinette that you sold a dime of weed, guess what? You're a known drug dealer because a couple people know that you sell drugs. Every nigga from the hood can sell today a known drug dealer because a
Yeah.
couple niggas know that they sold drugs. Every nigga from the hood sold a little bit of weed, maybe a little bit of cocaine, whatever, in the hood. That don't make you no big nigga, bro.
The way he was talking though, man, he done sold some shit. We
Yeah.
don't know, but we don't know the nigga. We really
Yeah, we don't know. I'm just going off how this nigga rap based off his experience. But I also know Atlanta is new Hollywood. So all them niggas is entertain. They're born into that energy and they're good at entertaining and putting on acts, if you will. So
But you also have to look at the dynamics on how Atlanta's changed. We went from Southern playalistic. We went from Southern playalistic to this bullshit.
no,
How the
we
fuck
went
that happened?
from Southern playalistic to country to crunk music first. Then they turned to trap music. It
Either
wasn't
way it goes, it still went to some bullshit where these niggas allowed to walk around and act like they some real niggas because they got a little bit of money in their pocket.
it's entertainment.
If you was a dope boy, you wouldn't have tried to get your man killed when his album was selling more than yours. You wouldn't have set that nigga up with some strippers to try and get the nigga killed. Because, nigga, you not no dope boy, bro. You
You
not.
salty about that. That
I mean,
ain't
it's
got
not even
nothing.
that's
salt.
not no gangster shit to you.
That ain't
Hell
got
no, ain't
nothing
no
to do with
gangster
selling
shit.
dope.
Nigga, that's some nigga. I'm a competitor. If you better than me, we just gonna go ahead and
No,
I'm
a
gonna go ahead
gangster
and make
gonna
another
kill you.
album.
A gangster gonna kill the competition. But
That happens all the time in the
I think
street.
Gucci more gangster though because he
Oh
handled his
Nigga,
own and he was
nigga,
prepared.
he
You
bodied
know
that
what
nigga.
I'm
He went
saying?
to jail. He did his time. He did his crimes. He went to jail. The nigga came back and he got a lavish life now. Jeezy still got to look in the mirror every day and recognize that he's a bitch.
Because he got karma. He got karma on him for doing that to Gucci. But I don't think.
Shit, Jeezy ain't got no karma. Jeezy living good, married and everything.
Yeah, I
That
don't
nigga
think
ain't living.
Jeezy. I don't
That
think
nigga ain't.
Jeezy is to the
Wait a minute.
point to where he
How
really regrets anything
how is
because
the
he's
nigga?
still doing good.
How is the nigga living good? He ain't got no albums dropping. That nigga ain't in no movies. He ain't
He
doing no
don't
fucking
need
shows.
to, man.
He
That
do.
He
nigga
retired.
he on real estate and shit, man. He ain't
Yeah,
gotta
that
keep
nigga
rapping.
retired as fuck.
He
Fuck
ain't had no
rapping.
choice but to retire.
No, Jeezy,
Well, I like Jeezy's music,
Jeezy
so if
did
he would have
good.
came out with something, I would have. I love Jeezy.
Jeezy did good with his last couple joints I heard though. Jeezy he still got that voice and that delivery and stuff. So
There's nothing wrong with Jeezy as a rapper.
yeah.
But Jeezy
That's
as
why I
the real
said they
nigga that he trying to
entertainers to
say he
me.
is, they are entertainers. But
You gotta listen. You gotta think about all these rappers, these underground rappers trying to get on. So, like you
these
said, you
underground
described
rappers
it
be the
perfectly. They all sell a little weed or they do their little scams or whatever the case may be. All these niggas blow it up to bigger than what it really is. These niggas be selling they little nickels and dimes, claiming they selling ounces. They selling ounces, they claiming they selling elbows. These niggas is not never really doing what they say they doing. A real
no.
street nigga not gonna get on wax and really be telling if he got $1 million operation going on in the streets, he really not even gonna be a fucking rapper, to be honest. He gonna do his other shit, or he gonna be a CEO and put on his little niggas to rap. Know what I'm saying? And that's really the structure of how this shit been going for a while now. So, like you said, it's rare that these rappers really is fucking kingpins. So
What
I try not to hold that against a rapper anyway when they're entertaining and they're rapping and they're telling the story. Know what I'm saying?
I don't really try and hold it against them. But what comes in play is this: when we are talking about like you're changing the face of these kids nowadays. Like you want these kids to be like you. I don't want my son to be like Ti. Nigga, you's a snitch, you's a rat, nigga, you's a dirty ass motherfucker, bro. You a dirty ass motherfucker. Your integrity is being tested right now at this point because you snitched on your dead cousin, nigga, so that you wouldn't have to go to jail. And every time
Bringing
you're
that
about to
shit
go
back
to
to
jail,
Ti.
you go to the snitch bitch box, bro. You don't take your own shit. And let's just be honest, man. He ain't the money. He ain't the money in the family. Tiny is.
No
Tiny,
shit.
no, Tiny put
What?
that nigga on. Yes, she did.
Man, come
Tiny is
on.
the.
Stop.
Yeah, she really
Tiny
did
got
Stop.
put that nigga.
escape, bro.
Tiny had
Tiny
that
has
escape money
escape
and all
money,
that
bro.
writing money.
What are you
Stop.
talking about? Ti ain't
Stop.
made shit.
Stop. His money
Escape
way
scratches
longer.
is still.
Stop.
It's you crazy as fuck.
Stop.
Look up the net worth. Look
The
up
No,
the
he
album
net
right.
worth.
sales. The
I don't know
album
if she got
sales
more
don't
money than him
All right,
compare.
now,
all
but
right,
she
James.
put that
All
nigga
right, James.
on.
Come
Who
on
makes more
now.
money? Who makes
Come
more money?
on
The
now.
rapper? Who makes more money?
Come
The
on.
rapper
They
or the
had to split it
ghostwriter?
4 ways.
Who makes the money? Who makes the money?
They
The
had to
rapper or the
split it.
ghostwriter?
Come
James.
Well,
on.
when they first got together, she the one put him on, and she the one got him out here in the
Mhm.
industry,
Yeah, she put him on.
and she was the millionaire.
Yep.
Now he's the millionaire.
No,
Look up his net
no.
worth.
He
James.
gonna say no. That nigga
His
James.
definitely a
money way
millionaire.
longer than Ti. Come
James.
on now.
James.
You
Jonathan hate
crazy.
Ti
So
Do
ass.
you know how many? Listen, go look up the net worth. Number one, before you try to argue,
They done
go look
sold
up the.
Ti done
Go
sold
look
way more albums than Escape, brother. I'm
James,
sorry. I don't even
James,
need to look it up.
you trying to over talk. She is a producer
Man,
and
somebody put
she writes music for various artists. Ti does not. She is still the money behind the household. Go look up the network.
I'm not believing that.
You
She's
don't
not
have
worth
to.
more than Ti. She's not.
Why do you think every time he
She,
fuck with another chick, he go back to her, bro?
Cause he don't want to pay half. Shit, he better stay married to her ass. If he know what's good for him,
Bro,
nigga be
that
broke.
makes that don't make no sense. You're
That
not
nigga
making no
be
sense.
broke. That's I. But they swingers anyway, so of course he can go cheat and do all that other shit.
We could call it. We could say that all we want to, but at the end of the day, Tiny is the muscle behind that family. There's no reason this nigga done cheated 900,000 times and shit. Get mad because she fucked Floyd Mayweather and then go begging right back to get back with his wife. Fuck out of here, dude.
Man, that nigga can do
well,
what he
she
want
said
to do.
she didn't do that.
She a
Huh?
damn lie. She's all over that nigga on social media. She a fucking lie.
Man, they
definitely
had a
chummy
picture.
as
They,
fuck.
Y'all act like women cannot be faithful to their man. Y'all kill me with
They
that.
can't. They can't.
And we
We
can.
we
And we
we
can.
insecure.
And we
We
can.
insecure.
And we can.
Y'all can't.
Yeah.
When the grass
I
They could have
have.
look green, when the grass look green on the other side of the road, then y'all go jump on
I
that horse and
have.
then you're right back at it.
I've been
That nigga
faithful.
doing this. That nigga doing that. That nigga doing this. That nigga doing that. Out
See,
here.
y'all be messing with the wrong type of women.
Every
I
Oh,
woman
tell
say
that's
y'all.
that.
your favorite
Every
line.
every
Y'all be
woman
messing with
say
the
that.
wrong type of women because I don't be
Every
understanding it.
every woman think they the right type of woman. You ever
Y'all be
notice that?
messing
Nope.
with the wrong type of women because every woman is not insecure.
Yes, they
No,
are.
of course not.
No. Every woman ain't checking up on no man.
I don't know about that one. I
That's
can't
a
agree.
lie. That's a
I ain't.
lie.
Women, y'all got your eye on 3 men at a time.
I ain't checking up for
Look,
nobody. I'm gonna trust the person that I'm with.
y'all keep y'all on 3 men at a time. Your ex, the man you with, and the man you want to be with.
Mm-hmm.
Where you get this stuff from
From
James?
women,
Hey, answer
I got
me.
a lot of women
Answer
Where
friends.
me.
you get this stuff from?
I got a lot
Answer.
of women friends, a lot of
Answer
women
me.
cousins.
Oh my goodness, what's going on?
Let me ask you this question:
Okay.
why y'all women don't ever be checking your homegirls?
What you mean checking my homegirls?
Why y'all be letting y'all's ugly ass friends, and y'all know y'all got some ugly ass friends. Why do y'all be letting y'all's ugly ass friends sit up there and lie about how many niggas be in they fucking inbox knowing goddamn well you look like 2 left shoes? There's no way that you got niggas in your inbox that's really trying to holler at you. And y'all be knowing that they be lying, but y'all never call them on their bullshit.
For one,
Is
I don't
is
know
that the
about
woman
you.
empowerment shit?
I don't know. I can't speak for everybody, but I
Yes, you
can
can.
speak for my friends. We have people in our inbox trying to get with us. I can't speak for everybody. I don't have ugly friends. So
Yes, you do. You do. You do.
shut up. Who?
A couple of them. I can.
Man, go on somewhere. Y'all
You
just
do
want
got
to
some ugly
start some
friends.
shit. See, this is why I don't like being out here with all 3 of y'all. Cause especially Jonathan and then James want to hype everything up. Y'all
Why?
be on
Because
some bullshit. I'm
I'm
telling
gonna tell
y'all.
the truth. You do got some ugly friends though. I've seen some of your friends
But let me
before.
tell you, but I'm gonna tell you something. Men, I don't care if women are ugly. I don't care if women is
See,
ugly or
now you
not.
don't care.
Men,
Now you don't care if women is ugly. So
let
you
me
got
tell
some
you,
ugly
men
friends.
are going to be in women's inbox regardless.
No, that's not true. We are not gonna be in a fat black bald headed ponytail, little ass. She too big to even have a waist trainer's inbox. We're not gonna do that. Sorry,
I ain't
that's a
gonna
lie.
lie, man.
And
I
your
know
friend is
some
lying.
niggas who is. I know some James, don't we
Man,
know a nigga who will? Keep it 100, James.
I know
niggas
a
is
Don't we
couple
know a
of them.
nigga
thirsty.
who will?
Niggas is thirsty,
I
okay?
know a couple of them.
I
So
know
you
a
don't think
couple
females is
niggas who
thirsty?
will. And they will
You don't think
I know
females
a
is
specifically
couple
thirsty?
target
thirsty
them
ass
type of
niggas.
women. They target them type of women.
But
I know some niggas like
some
that.
men just like big women. There's nothing wrong. Some that's
It's
they
nothing
preference.
wrong. It's nothing wrong with a big
So
woman.
here we
But
go
I'm
with the
saying,
big women. So what?
you know
Jonathan
what a big
funny as
Where this
no.
Because
come
I'm more
from?
so speaking on low
You about to ask
self-esteem.
are you about to ask what's considered a big woman?
Who, me?
You about to say that?
I'm not trying to consider what's a big woman. I
I was
mean,
about to.
men love BBWs. I mean, I'm just letting you
There's
tell. I'm just.
okay.
It's
Listen,
a known
listen.
fact.
There's classifications of BBWs. Okay, everybody's not a BBW. Some of y'all are SSSSSSSSSS BBWs. Y'all just don't be wanting to admit that shit. Y'all be like, I'm a BBW. Like, no, because if you can't sit in the front seat of my car, you are not a BBW, ma'am. You are bigger than a BBW.
Oh my goodness! Here y'all
It's the
go with
truth.
this.
It's the truth, man. Nobody wants to say the truth, man. You know it's the truth. You know some of these women, y'all. First of all, y'all lied to us with the shit that y'all put on. Y'all put shit on, and then y'all put 17 waist trainers on and shit, and trick the shit out of us. And then when we take y'all home, y'all unwrapping yourselves for 55 minutes and shit. That's some bullshit. That's scamming. That is scamming. It's fucked up. Y'all be cheating us in the first damn place. Second off, y'all, every woman says they're a BBW, but some of y'all, big, beautiful women, okay? I give women that. But some of them are not beautiful, number one. Number two, some of them are bigger than just the BBW. Some of them are just really unhealthy. Like you're like big beautiful women. There's big curvy, nice beautiful women. But if you're shaped like an upside down bowling ball pin, you are not a big beautiful woman. Sorry, man, you are odd shaped and fucked up. You need to go to the gym. Everybody deserves love, but you got to love yourself first. I'm sorry, it has to start at home first. You cannot look in the mirror and be shaped like. You can't be shaped like a you can't be shaped like a Ciroc bottle. I'm sorry, you can't be shaped like a Ciroc bottle. And then the chicks with the legs that stand out like this, like, come on, baby. You know goddamn well that shit don't look good. Your friends know that shit don't look good. But it's always that one fucked up chick, she got the car. They need her so they could go to the bar because they ain't got no goddamn car. It always work out like that.
So they using her.
Well, all my friends got cars, so I don't know.
See, you gotta
all
have
your friends all your friends might have a car, but all your friends ain't cold. They not. You got some ugly. You got a couple ugly ones.
Y'all always got some shit going on. I swear.
Why? You the one that said all your friends, my friends look good. No, they don't. They just look good to you.
All my friends are beautiful. I don't know.
They might be beautiful on the inside, but they are exterior challenged. They are challenged on the outside.
I think beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I know too many niggas who they like that shit. Know what I'm saying? Whether it's the woman being low self-esteem because her looks or her situation she may be in, her financial status. Niggas literally target in on those type of women.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying? I know, because let's be real, a woman who got her shit together a lot of times is bougie or stuck up. So niggas just want to get their nut off. And them type of women, 9 times out of 10, don't be looking for no relationship. So like you said, they might not have the most attractive niggas or the highest amount of niggas in their inbox. Niggas are still checking for them, though.
Hell yeah.
Because they need somewhere to stay and a car to drive. But they ain't checking for them to be in a relationship with them.
Yeah, that's what you call the last resort.
That's to take one for the team. Like, yeah, all right, man, I'm gonna go ahead and fuck around with your homegirl, but you owe me, nigga. I ain't doing it. I ain't taking.
I don't see how people can mess with somebody that they not.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold up. You said I would do it?
No, I said who would do it? Who would do that?
I done took one for the team before.
Wow.
Don't say you ain't never talked to no ugly nigga.
I mean,
yeah, exactly. Stop. Yeah,
for one, okay, talking to somebody and conversating with somebody is totally different than sleeping with someone. If I am sleeping with you, I am sexually attractive to you. I cannot sleep with anyone that I'm not sexually attracted to. I'm not taking one for the team. If I don't want to be bothered with you, it don't go past conversation.
In your younger years, you ain't never banged no ugly dude.
In my younger years, I was in relationships.
That's not the question. Because you already said you got all your friends is beautiful, and that was a lie. So did you or did you not bang an ugly nigga?
No, because I was in a long-term relationship when I was younger.
That don't mean they ain't ugly. You could have been in a beautiful long-term relationship with an ugly motherfucker. I'm just asking, did you or did you not bang an ugly motherfucker?
I can't say that I have.
Hey, listen, one of you niggas that she done banged is an ugly motherfucker. She just don't want to say it. I'm going to tell you for it. You know you are fucking emotionally, physically, and facially challenged. She said it. She just don't want to say your name. I ain't say you got to say the name. Just say one of the niggas that you done banged was a fucked up motherfucker.
Maybe
either now or then.
He might have been a good provider. He just didn't look good.
That's why I said she was in a beautiful relationship with an ugly motherfucker. Yeah. She just don't want to say it. But the proof is there. She just don't want to say it.
A lot of women in relationships with ugly motherfuckers because they got that bag. It ain't always about looks.
What about the men? What about y'all?
I admitted it. I I said I took one for the team before. At least I admitted it. You won't even admit it. You want to hold it back like, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings, but nah, fuck that.
Because I've been in relationships, long-term relationships. I really haven't had too many outside men that I deal with. Honestly, I haven't.
Outside, you trying to go around the proof in the pudding. You can't be pudding without the powder. Stop doing that shit. It is what it is. You banged the ugly motherfucker. I banged the ugly motherfucker before. Right? I ain't fucking proud of the shit, but the fucking shit happened. She was ugly. She knows she ugly. She's still fucking ugly to this goddamn day. It happened. Okay? So fucking what? I'm human. I took one for the team. It was like Goodfellas. We had a conversation in the car, like, hey, bro, I'm trying to bang this chick. Can you come out with me so, you know, you can help me out? You know, while I'm going back to the house and, you know what I'm saying? She was looking at me and I'm looking at her. I'm like, fuck, man. Then the Ciroc started kicking in and then the shit fucking happened. So shit, now, shit happened. Truth is the truth.
Women different, though. Women will date a guy if they actually like you. Sometimes they'll look past the looks if they actually like you.
Yeah. I was just about to say that because women are attracted to more things than men are. Men are more physical than women. Women can be attracted to the way a nigga carry himself. She could be attracted to his demeanor, the way he dressed even. The nigga could be ugly, but he could dress his ass off, and that really would attract a lot of women.
Yeah, I get it.
Factors.
I get it. Look at Lil Wayne. There ain't no way in hell that motherfucker should be getting chicks. He looked like a weasel and a rat. There's no way.
He get the baddest bro.
And he do. But I'm just saying, so I get it. But I'm just trying to get Antoinette to get it because Antoinette, she just don't want to admit
she get it, but women be in denial. They know damn well they don't be.
Because she know her phone about to blow up after this podcast. They're gonna be like, hey, was I the ugly one? Like, I know you want to talk about me.
It's already blowing up.
No, it ain't blowing up. I don't got time.
Hey, Akron is small. You gonna see one of them niggas in the.
Honestly, I don't even mess with nobody in Akron. I don't deal with Akron dudes.
There's a bunch of ugly motherfuckers in Cleveland, so yeah, they watching him like, I know she ain't talking about me. Hey, yo, bro, your girl was on the podcast talking about one of the ugly niggas that she fucked. You know, you kind of fucking challenged, nigga. Was that you? Yeah. Your phone about to blow up. Like, was you? So you was talking about me on social media?
That inbox about to be going crazy tonight.
I know you want to talk about me. You want to come over and watch some Netflix?
Yeah, you just set Antoinette up. Last you about to get up.
I ain't worried about it.
I ain't said
I'm single. I don't play games with people. I'm single. I tell people the truth.
Except for when they ugly.
You said your friends. You said all your friends was beautiful.
They are.
And if we was on Derek Springer, the lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Well, when you talk about somebody's being beautiful, you can say this is a beautiful person. That don't mean how they look. It might be on the inside. When you say this person,
she said it with that female confidence, like, well, all my friends are bad. They're not.
Oh, they are.
They're not.
Who put this adult?
I don't know. Listen. I put this in everywhere it can go, so I don't even worry about that. But for Sunday show, we're gonna talk about Deion Sanders. We're gonna talk about Derek Jackson. Diddy got a new baby coming.
Mm-hmm. And the beef with that.
I mean, he got the money. I mean, he can have many kids he wants.
Hey, listen. This is what proves this, though.
She going outside, man.
Money, your sexuality does not matter when you got money.
Of course. Of course.
That's crazy.
He's crazy rich. He can do.
But he's telling the truth, though. That's the thing with people. People don't understand. They want to comment on it. He's telling the truth. He is not lying to these women.
You don't have
to. He's telling them what it is, how it's gonna be, and they are accepting it.
They have to. He's rich.
He got that nigga's a billionaire. Like what's you gonna?
But let me tell you something.
You want to try and get a baby?
But let me tell you something. I'm not a billionaire, but when I'm dating and when I'm telling someone something, I'm letting them know. So if they
you're a
want to
woman.
still be involved with me after me telling them what it's going to be, then that's on them.
Hey,
That's
have
different.
you ever
Though.
heard?
You're a woman.
Have you ever heard the conversation between the little head and the big head? We don't give a fuck what you're talking about at that time when the little head is talking to the big head. We don't fucking care. Don't care. Just like y'all don't give a fuck when you see this big ass bank over here and your little ass bank. Y'all don't give a fuck either.
Well, I just let people
talking
know,
to the
hey,
other
I'm
head.
single, so hey, I'm living my life.
You keep
So, and
saying
I'm
that,
not
but
about to settle down because I'm single. I'm not settling down. He's telling people he's single. He's not settling down. He can mess with who he want to mess with. They're allowing it to go on.
He's not lying. He's single. He can do what the fuck he want to do.
Exactly.
Even if he
Exactly.
was single, the nigga
And people
still be rich,
mad
man.
at it. People mad at it because he's doing what he want to do, and he's telling them what it is.
Diddy, in all actuality, Diddy don't know if he want to be with a man or a woman. So why would he just go out there and just, you know what I'm saying, try to settle down? Like, everybody know he bisexual. That's what I'm saying. Money does not determine whether you know what I'm saying, what kind of woman you get.
He's showing up paying his way
he's
out
a
here.
billionaire.
Exactly. He paying his way, so some things people can't accept.
We on here thousandaires. He a billionaire. You better act like you in Vegas and lie sometime.
Well, hey, he paying his way.
That's what I said. He a trick. He paid to play.
Yeah, you can do what he wants.
They got the money to do it.
If you got it.
And
Right.
no, it's still tricking.
It.
It's still tricking if you got it. It's still tricking.
Not really.
It's still tricking. But we gonna get out of here.
Right.
So y'all be looking out for Sunday's show. Talk about Deion Sanders. Diddy got a new baby. What else we talking about? Oh, August Alsina, he got him a new boyfriend. We're gonna throw that in there.
Is it Will Smith?
His head's all fucked up.
Why is head fucked up?
Because he back on drugs again.
Because Jada ass.
Every time August Alsina do something, he get out there and he do it in the media. Then, oh my God, I was just on drugs and then he gonna go back to Jada. He gonna bang Jada again. Will Smith gonna snap Chris Rock again, and we gonna be right back in the same circle.
Y'all too much.
All right, we'll talk about it on Sunday. Share this video. His show podcast on every social media platform. Thank y'all for tuning in.